What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ Soul Force. Today, guys, we're going to take a sneak peek and a quick look at the Simtoo Fairy. This is the Simtoo XT-175, and they're calling this one the Fairy. It's a Wi-Fi app controllable, but this one also comes with a transmitter. The Fairy has fold-up arms. It has collapsible propellers. It has a high output 7.6 volt LiPo battery. It's 970 milliamps, and Simtoo is promising 16 minutes of flight time with this bad boy. It's app controlled or transmitter controlled, but of course most of the intelligent features are inside the app. It has waypoints. It has tracking, track to follow. In other words, you line a subject up with the camera and draw a square around that person or subject, and the Fairy will track and follow it. It has an onboard DVR. You can put an SD card in there up to 32 gigabytes. It has a 1080p camera that shoots 1080p 30 frames per second, and it's an 8 megapixel camera, guys. GPS, optical flow sensor, and the brushless motor should give it a lot more punch and some longevity. So I've seen a couple of reviews on this one. Guys have been comparing this one to the Tello. Of course, the Tello doesn't have brushless motors, and the Tello, I'm not sure if the Tello has GPS or not. I don't have a Tello, guys. There's no image stabilization. However, the camera is tilt adjustable manually. That points down to about 70 degrees, I believe, 75 degrees. It also has the capability in the app to select whether you want to fly it with 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi or 5G Wi-Fi. So that's pretty interesting. We're going to test that out in a second here. In fact, let's check that out right now. I have loaded the app already, guys, so that Wi-Fi has been saved already, but let me just check to make sure. Yes, we are connected to the Simtoo, and let's go ahead and open that app. Here on the startup page, you can see an option for Wi-Fi frequency settings, so let's go ahead and click on that. And you're given a choice of 2.4 gigahertz FPV, and the second choice says 5.8 gigahertz. I'm not sure if that 5.8 or if that 5G Wi-Fi. Right now, as a default, it should be in 2.4 gigahertz. Let's connect to it. When you open the app, you're given another two options, whether you're using your mobile phone or the remote controller. Let's go to mobile phone. And there you can see we have our FPV with the typical Wi-Fi FPV lag, but the picture looks pretty good. There's my lazy cat on the floor sleeping. All she does is eat and sleep. Need to get a damn job. With the onboard DVR, if you don't have an SD card inserted, the video will be recorded on your smart device. Let's back up out of the app and try selecting the 5G frequency. Okay, we have a message on the screen says switching the aircraft Wi-Fi frequency. Waiting. I got this little baby from GEARBEST, guys. She's coming in at the price of around 130 bucks. It didn't come with spare props, which was kind of surprising to me. At least they could have thrown in a couple of spare props, if not a full set, at least one of each. But it did come with prop guards. I don't have the prop guards connected to mine. It came with some wraparound prop guards that I guess makes it safe to fly indoors. Okay, here now the aircraft Wi-Fi will restart after the switch is completed. Please reconnect the aircraft Wi-Fi. Okay, we hit OK. It goes back to my Wi-Fi menu, and I am still connected. So let's back out of that. and open the app again, we should be on 5G Wi-Fi now, which should give us a longer range. Simtoo is promising 150 meter range with this. Of course, guys, it's a selfie bird. Pretty nice picture. It looks almost the same. Let's check that latency. Still pretty much your typical Wi-Fi delay, but maybe a little less with the 5G Wi-Fi, guys. Of course, it can shoot still pictures or video. It has automatic takeoff, automatic landing. When using the app, it does have intelligent features like return to home. Here, if you look real close, you can see the top of the screen has telemetry data. It's also a smart battery, so you get your battery voltage on the screen as well. Number of satellites. Here we can see we're in optical mode, which means, well, because I'm inside, we only have 9 satellites. I believe somewhere around 10 or 11 satellites, it will change over automatically to GPS mode. There are joystick settings where you can switch it from mode 1 to mode 2. Like I said, mine only came with 1 battery, so we're going to have to test some of those features in the future, guys. But right now we're going to just take it out to my front yard and give it a quick test fly with the remote controller and see how she handles. Today's a fairly windy day here in my neighborhood, so we'll see how she flies in the wind, and then in a follow-up video I'll come back to the intelligent features. I'm really interested in that tracking to follow me mode. Of course, it also has pointing interest and waypoints, and we'll cover that in a future video as well. Okay, let's go take it outside, guys. From what I read, if you're using the remote controller, you want to let the bird in the remote controller bind first. Let's see if we are bound. Yes, we are. The blades are spinning. Let's go ahead and open the Ferry app and use the remote controller. Press to unlock the blades. We have FPV, but the blades didn't unlock. It could be there's a time limit on doing all of this, guys. I'm gonna shut it down and start it back up again in order. Remote controller, start the drone. You're supposed to hold that button. It does a fast blink and then a slow blink, and now I'm getting a notice, aircraft disconnected. Let's open the Ferry app again. Aircraft disconnected. Okay, now it opened. Connect to the remote controller. Got a beep to start the motors. Alright, here we go. Let's make sure we're in the video record mode. We are recording. The motor stopped again. I hate these Wi-Fi app things, and come on, baby. We are recording and the motors are locked. Stop that recording. Beeped again. Shut down the bird. out of the app, turn off the controller. Okay, this time I will try turn on the drone, press and hold that button until the blue light goes into a rapid flash. Turn on the remote controller, that long beep, and it went to a slow flash. We should be bound. Okay, the app is opened. Let's unlock the motors. I'm going to put her up in the air. Connect the app to the remote controller. She's up. She's hovering. Gonna go to the video mode and start a video. We have a slight breeze out here. I don't have my glasses on, guys. I can't see exactly how many satellites we have. It's in the double digits, and Simtoo recommends that you wait for at least 10 satellites before you take off. She's drifting. Without the proper number of satellites, you're not going to get optical flow and GPS hold at the same time. I think it takes up to about 10 satellites or so, but what I'm interested in right now, guys, is just capturing some video and fly it around a little bit. With the remote controller, and if you're in optical position hold, you don't have the option to increase the speed. It's going to fly around at one speed. In other words, when the optical flow is active, she will slow herself down. Not too bad for a selfie bird. Now, what the heck was that? I'm not sure. She just landed herself, guys. I have done a little research on her, and most of the feedback I got, guys, was when you go into the Google Play Store to download the app, make sure you scroll down and read some of the comments about the app. Let's see if she'll start back up. Now, I didn't press any buttons. I didn't press any buttons. I'm trying to unlock the motors that they won't unlock. Some of the feedback I got was reading the comments of owners of this bird and guys that have downloaded the app and were having problems with their Android phones. The guys that are using Apple phone and iOS systems aren't having any problems with it, guys. So apparently there are some app issues with Android. And of course I'm using an Android phone. Let's go ahead and turn it off. This time I'm going to turn on the controller first. You can see the blue light flashing there. Once the quiet binds, the blue light stopped flashing. So we should be good to go. My app opened automatically. I didn't have to tell it the app opened, but it says please connect to drone. Let's go ahead and do an automatic takeoff. Well, that's a unlock the motors. Wow, she's supposed to give me 5 seconds. That was more like 3 seconds. Let's see if she'll start again without powering all the way down. Alright, so let's turn it off again. Turn off the remote. I'm gonna clear the app. I'm gonna back out of the app. Turn on the remote controller. Press and hold the button until the blue light goes to a rapid flash. Unlock the motors. And put her up in the air. See how well she's holding her position. And now I will open up the ferry app. She went down on her own. Now my flight indicator is blinking. Slow blink on blue. And as soon as I connect it to the app, it appears that I lost my position hold. So guys, the instructions weren't clear on this. I'm not sure if how the app and the controller gels together or works together, but some of the reviews I've seen, it worked really well if you're just using the app. And of course, you guys know I'm not a fan of the virtual sticks and sliding my fingers across the glass. She's real slow and nimble in this mode, whatever mode I'm in. Let go of the sticks. See if we can stop and get a GPS hover on it. She's all over the place. She's up and down. She's not holding her altitude. She's coming down on her own. She's a picky little thing. Guys, this could be me. I can't call it on this one. This is the first flight. I just stopped the video. I'm going to try unlocking the motors again. I can't read the number, but I do know we have at least double digit. We have double digit GPS, so GPS is not my problem. One of the problems I have is the limited amount of time from when you turn the quad on and bind to the transmitter. If you don't take off fast enough, it will disconnect. And I'm not sure if that flight indicator is supposed to tell me when it's safe to fly or not. I think safe to fly is a solid blue. Mine is still flashing. Let's go ahead and turn it off and turn off the controller. Close the app. Controller on. Blue light flashing. Press and hold. It started with a slow flash. It went to a fast flash, and when it goes back to slow, we're bound. This light stopped blinking. Let me open. We're here once again. The ferry app opened by itself. It says please connect to drone. I am connected to the drone. Okay, I'm gonna open the control settings. Now I have the app open, but I'm not getting any FPV. Let's close the app again. Open it again. Okay, there's my FPV. There's my telemetry data. I have, looks like 14 satellites again. Maybe I should have Should be doing a screen recording here, but start the onboard video. The blue light flashing still. I will have to go and do more research to see if she'll take off. Okay, she's fired up. With 14 satellites, she should be holding her position. She's drifted away, but appears to be coming back. And then there it goes down again. I can't push up. She's taking off and landing herself for some strange reason. Stop that video, guys. I tell you what, guys, it's getting to be a little frustrating testing these drones that come from the factory with insufficient user's manuals. I read it, and then I read it again, and watched a few videos, and some guys are getting absolute, almost perfect performance out of this bird, and I can't get mine to stay in the air more than a minute or two. Well, we did capture some video. Let me go ahead and turn it off and take it back in the house, do a little more research. We'll come back and follow up on that one, guys. Stand by. Pow. Alright, we got 12 satellites. I'm in the house. It was hot out there. Let's try it. Automatic takeoff. We'll take off to 1.5 meters. We're in the virtual joystick mode. Upper left hand corner I have GPS, but that was an auto takeoff. It didn't take off. Let's go ahead and take it off manually. Whoa! She's landed. I press automatic landing, that damn thing. Oh. Yeah, aircraft disconnected because the damn battery came flying out.